Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing awesome. So today it's kind of gonna be like a mukbang. I don't know how to say that honestly, but it's gonna be gonna kind of it's kind of going to be like that because I'm gonna be answering questions and I'm gonna be eating my food because I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat a torta and it has chicken, beans, and nopales. So yeah. Video's gonna be like it's kind of like a get to know me, but more in depth. And it's like this one's questions, so like there's just like more questions to it. So the first one is, what is your full name? So my full name is Sarah A. Duenas. The A stands for my mom's last name, which is Aparicio. And yeah, I don't have a middle name. Are you named after anyone? Oh, I see you, boo. You text me. Okay. Are you named after anyone? Um, yeah, I guess you can say. No, for sure. I just know, um, four. I don't know who's the fifth one, or like the other person, because I know it's me, my cousin, or I don't even know if she's my cousin honestly, but I'm calling her my cousin, my mom, and my great grandma, and some other person. Just don't know who the other person is. Okay. What does your name mean? So, I don't know, I may be wrong, but what I've searched up, my name means princess. I don't know in what language or where does it mean that, but I've searched it up and it does mean princess. And you guys can search it up as well. You guys don't believe me. I knew I was always a princess. Like, I'm a princess. Like, what's your favorite food? My favorite food is probably carne con chile con hueso, which is pork ribs with red chile, red hot sauce, or I don't know, red sauce. I don't know how to explain chile in English. I am sorry. Oh, something something I'm gifted at is everything. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. I feel like I love makeup, so I feel like that's what I'm gifted at. But honestly, I might not even be that good, but I love it. And I feel like I'm talented for, I don't know, I just feel like I'm good. So I feel like that's my gift. I feel like that's my gift. Oh, and my gift, another gift is, I know it's not probably a gift, but I feel like I'm really good at ignoring people. Like, or like not thinking, or not like saying like, oh, I wonder what this person thinks about me, or like, oh my god, this person thinks this about me. I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm not that type of person, like, if you think something about me, like, I'm not gonna care, you know and I'm very confident in myself, and I'm just very confident in myself. Like, I never let anyone bring me down. I don't let nothing bring me down. Like, I'm very confident, and I will always, like, if someone tells me something, like, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, I don't care. Or like, if a girl does not like me and she wants to talk smack about me, like, I'm not gonna care, honestly. Like, I can care less because I'm just not gonna care. You know, so yeah, I feel like that's what I'm gifted at as well, because a lot of girls have trouble with that, and a lot of girls um are very self-conscious about themselves, and I'm not. I'm very confident, and I'm very, like, I have my self-esteem high. I have a high self-esteem about myself. So yeah, I feel like I'm very gifted to that, because I know so many girls struggle with that, and like, I wish I could help them, and all this stuff, like, to help them boost their self up. But I know it's really hard, or I mean, I don't know, but of what I've heard and what I know some girls feel, and like my niece, I'm not trying to put this on blast or anything, but my niece, like, um, I know she's very like, when she was like smaller, she was very self conscious about herself because she's dark, and obviously she would see us that were lighter than hers, and she would see me that was lighter than her, and she didn't want to be dark. So like I know how girls feel, you know. And honestly, I just want to say everyone's beautiful. Any skin type is beautiful. And I always, like, we always told her when she was little, like, you know, just because you're dark does not mean you're ugly, you know? Like, dark is a beautiful color. Like, it's so beautiful, you guys. Like, sometimes, like, I feel like I'm too white, you know? Sometimes I just want to be a little dark, you know? And yeah, so, like, I just want to say, like, you guys, everyone's beautiful, and you guys should not let anyone bring you guys down. Um, because, no, just no, like, you guys just need to know you guys are beautiful, and tell your guys self that you guys are beautiful, and no one's gonna bring you down. No one's gonna tell you something that you're not. And if they do, well, then that's on them. They're just either jealous, hating on you, or they obviously don't have what you have, and they want that, so they're mad that they don't have that, so they want to go out of their way to tell you something, when it's like, oh well, thanks for giving some of your time to me, you know. So yeah, I just want to say that's my gift. What is the best compliment you ever received? I receive a lot of compliments, especially because I have a boyfriend, so he compliments me all the time. He's honestly a sweetheart. I love it when girls tell me that I'm pretty, because I know that they're really nice, and you know, they're not like stuck up, or like they're like, I don't know, like they're just really nice, and like they're with you, you know. Like they're not girls that are like, oh, she's ugly, you know, like, or like those girls that like you don't even know and they tell you you're pretty, like, oh my god, I live for that, like I love it, you know. So I feel like those are the best compliments to me. um and yeah, and I love it when girls say, oh, I love how you do your makeup, or I love it how when I was first starting my channel, and like um people already were telling me like, oh my god, yes, like finally you're doing your YouTube channel and all this stuff. Like they were telling me so much, like they were giving me good vibes, you know. And I love that, because you know what, it's like pretty cool when girls tell you this, and it's like, and it's even better because whenever you don't know them and they're still complimenting you, like if they did know you. I love that. So I feel like those are the best compliments I ever get, or like I have gotten. So yeah. What is your biggest accomplishment? I don't have one yet. No, I'm just kidding. I think my biggest accomplishment has to be getting through life, because life is tough. Life kicks you straight in the butt cheek. What is your favorite color? Oh, my favorite color? Pink. What is your favorite music to listen to? Favorite music to listen to is Spanish music. Like, yes, yes, yes. Like, let me show you guys my favorite song at the moment. I already have a favorite song, you guys. Like, I just love them all, so I'm just gonna show you like one. No, I'm not. Yeah, this song is called Mi Vida Eres Tú by Vilan Garcia. Mi vida eres tú, mi luz más tú. Okay, I messed up again. What is up? But yeah, this is a song that I love. It's my favorite song. It's called The Deseo Lo Mejor from Gerardo Coronel. This song is the bomb. Like, it's so catchy, you guys. Quieres déjame explicarle la forma de acariciarte. Si quieres déjame decirle el pendejo la forma correcta de hacerte el amor. Bórrame tu número. Enough of that. What was your first job? So it's not an actual job, but I did this, and I would sometimes get paid if my mom wanted to pay me. But we would work at the remates. Yes, we would. So that was my first job, and I was like probably in elementary school. So I started, since I was in elementary school, I started hustling and making money since I was in elementary, and now I'm like a pro at it. Like, I'm like, you wanna buy? What is your biggest fear? Okay, I have so many fears. My biggest fear is probably losing the people I love the most. I know. Oh, how cute. But yeah, that's probably my biggest fear. Cause like, I hate being alone. Honestly, like, I mean, even though I'm always alone, but like, I mean, like, I hate being alone. Like, like, I don't know. I kind of explain the way when I say I hate being alone, because I'm always alone. Like, I grew up alone. Like, I never had like a little sister or like a big sister where like she was like almost my age. Like, no, all my sisters were way older than me. So yeah, I grew up alone. Like, I grew up playing by myself, talking to myself, like, not in a weird way, like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be back right now. Like, I'm gonna go talk to my mom. Oh, my mom said this, you know, like, no, I don't. I never talk to myself like that creepy. Um, but I mean, like, when I say I talk to myself is like when I would play, I would talk to myself, you know. A teacher that I had that I really loved, it's probably my teacher, Mr. Sorry, my history teacher for my sophomore year. He was kind of good looking, but ew, but like now that like he was my teacher, and like I got to know him. Well, not got to know him like personally. Ew, that's kind of weird. Like, what the heck? But I mean, like, I've always had him as my teacher, and like that I see him, like I said hi to him and all this stuff. Like, now that I see him like that, or like I am like know him like that, I don't really think like, oh, like I'm not like, ooh, who was you know? I don't really think of him like that no more. But I feel like he was a really cool teacher, and he's like really young. And I thought, fun fact, I think his birthday is a day after mine. He was really cool, and he was really understanding. Like, if he was a really nice person, honestly, but like if you got him mad, like, it's because you got him mad. He was never like he's never like those mean teachers, you know. Like, he was pretty cool if you were cool with him, and if you weren't, then obviously he wasn't gonna be cool with you. I loved the way he taught, and I loved how his attitude was with us. Like, he was like really cool. Who is the first person you call when something horrible happens? It is probably my boyfriend. I'll be honest, I probably call my boyfriend. I call my boyfriend like so many times, just to annoy him, honestly. See what he's doing. Your role model, honestly, at first I would say like my sisters, because they were all they all had their different techniques, or like their different lifestyle, and I really loved it. I really liked it, honestly. So yeah, I would say my sisters, but like now if I would have to say the main person that is my role model is probably my mom, just because my mom, like, she's like the strongest lady ever. She can take up so many things. Like, I don't know how she does it. Like, if that was me, I'd probably break in 2 tears. But my mom is honestly the strongest lady ever. And she's always working, and like she's really hard working, and she always does a lot of things to make you happy. And oh, and I love it that like she stands up for herself, you know. So I feel like my mom is like a role model to me. If you can describe yourself in a single sentence, is I'm a beautiful princess. That's a good way to describe myself. Her name, Liliana. Oh, Liliana. Oh, that's not the name. What? I want to name her Leilani. I feel like that's such a beautiful, or just like a really nice name, and it's very unique. Like, what would you name your son if you had one? So, I don't know. I probably think this name is pretty basic, but I would call him either Nathan or Nathaniel. Oh, so many people hate this about me. Oh, so many people hate this about me, but I honestly love it, and I'm very grateful for this. So, this question says, do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yes, I do. I remember all my dreams that I have in the morning. I will never forget any little detail. never forget. And I remember them all, and I dream a lot. I have a big imagination in here, so I do dream a lot, and I do like some of my dreams are like whoa, you know, but it's because I have a lot of imagination. Um, I remember them all the time. I honestly tell my boyfriend my dreams all the time because he thinks they're pretty cool, or I don't know if he does, but I still tell him because I think they're cool. And like I believe if you don't tell your scary dreams, they will come true, or like dreams you don't want to come true, they will come true. I believe that because when I was little, I've always I'm still kind of am, but not as much as when I was little. Story time. Um, I was traumatized from older men, and what I mean, like that's kind of weird, right? Um, what I mean by that is because um, I felt like one time um, I remember I went to the store with my sister. We were gonna buy some meat, or just yeah, meat to make. And I remember we were at her boyfriend's soccer game, and I remember we had to leave already because my sister needed to make food because my parents were coming home from work, or they were coming home from somewhere already, and obviously she wanted to make food for them. So I remember, and it was like not really late at night, like the sun was barely going down. I remember we got there. There was like a lot of men. I'm gonna say men because men are obviously older people. There was a lot of men outside. They were just chilling out there, by the side of their truck. And I remember going in. They were staring at me, and they were calling me, and and if you know, this is kind of weird. I don't know, like people like don't like Mexicans because they're so weird and creepy, and like they're always like, you know. So yeah, they were doing that to me, and I was like, and I was like little, and I remember going into the store, and one of the guys went in too, and he was like, I don't know, he was just buying meat too, you know, and I didn't think of anything because I was like, well, he's just buying meat too, and but he was staring at me, and we got our meat. I like was like running because I was kind of scared, and I remember my sister was taking forever to open the door, and like yeah, she was just taking forever to open the door, and like finally I got in. I remember while she was trying to open the door, like and unlock it, they were calling me. They're like, shh, 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 and I was like, oh my god. And I remember got in, and I told my sister, she's like, well, like when they do that to you, you're not supposed to turn around, because then it's like, I don't know, but like you're just supposed to ignore them. And I was like, okay, whatever, And we were taking forever to get out because like there was cars coming in, like there was cars trying to get out, and like obviously like it took forever to get out. And I remember one of the men stood in front of our cars, like against the wall, but staring at me, and I was like dead ass, like I was like, like I was like, but I was like dead ass looking down, and then I would look up at him, and I would look back down because I was so scared. And I remember I was looking down most of the time because I was scared. Like I didn't want him to remember how I looked or my eyes. I just didn't want him to remember me. And so I was just like this. And by the time and while we were getting inside, some guy went inside, and I'm pretty sure he called one of the guys, and they came out. And once we were going out already, they went inside the truck, and they were following us. I didn't tell my sister because I was like kind of scared. I was like, "Where are we going?" And yeah, I felt like they were following us. Well, I mean, I don't know if they were or not, but I felt like they were. And I would turn around, and I never forget, they had a white Ford, a 4-door. I don't know what kind of truck, but if I were to like show you, if I were to see it around, I would probably be like, oh, it was like that kind of truck, I don't remember their faces, but I do remember the truck because I'm telling you guys, I felt like they were following us. And finally, we're almost to get home, and I don't see the truck no more. So I'm like, okay, thank God, So that's when I started getting traumatized. I was like, I don't like older men. Like, they're so weird and creepy, and like I felt like they just want to steal you. So that was one time they almost tried to steal me. I feel like you might be like, oh, well, that's not trying to steal. You know, they're just trying to catch your attention, whatever. Well, I feel like that was like they were trying to steal me. The first time it happened to me, that's when I was starting to get traumatized from like from older men, and that's when I started having dreams of like older men trying to rob me, and I always have dreams like that all the time. And honestly, I don't. It probably hasn't happened in a while. Like when that has happened, like there is like always like older men staring, but it hasn't like really happened. It hasn't almost happened anymore yet. But yeah, like I think two times I've dreamed of it, and it's like deja vu to me because I've dreamed of it, and just the way my dream went, that's how it happened in real life. But I feel like in my dream, I wake up before they take me. So I feel like since I wake up before they take me, they don't really take me in real life. I feel like it's that, I don't honestly, I don't know. But yeah, so that's why, and yeah, so that's why I feel like I want to tell my dreams because I always tell my scary dreams, and I've heard that if you tell a dream, like it won't happen. Especially your scary dreams, like dreams you don't want to happen or blah blah. I've heard of it, so that's why ever since I've heard of that, I just tell my dreams that I really don't want to come true. Like my scary dreams, are those dreams that I have that older men are stealing me, or like older men are doing things to me, or just things like that. Like I tell them right away, and I tell, yeah. And if the more people I tell, the more safer I feel, even more because I know for a fact. Even though you can be like, this is dreams, not gonna happen, but I feel like it would because of what has happened to me before in the past, where like I have dreams and it's like crazy because it almost happens. So yeah, this is a long video of me just talking and yeah. Um, so yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked me answering the questions. If you guys didn't, that's awesome. And I hope you guys liked this like little mini story time that I had of older men trying to rob me. But yeah, and so I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to give me a like. And subscribe and turn on your post notifications to be notified on my next upload. And make sure to comment. Yeah, bye guys.